Invitation to a quiet life. Come, Amaryllis, let us go to see the moving picture show, where the small people closely pressed walk all together in their best. The angels in a taxi shall take us to Times Square. From his stall the cripple sells us several views of what is playing. Let us choose some gay melodic musical. But first, flock to the seasonal sheep shearing in the Great White Way, where thousands sacrifice their pay in groves to oracles, and pass gazing at goddesses in glass. Here every beauty on parade compares the compromise she's made, and former school friends when they meet look down and fidget on their feet. Then, Amaryllis, we shall be equal to our society. A sultan's story-telling wife once played a one-night stand for life. These Shahrazades sing to please, showing their talent or their knees. 1,000 nights, and if she cracks, what does an actress get? The axe. Here Cinderella, pumpkin tripper, tosses now a married slipper. She strides her bar stool like a throne. The wicked sisters drink alone. Since sin requires some expense, our income is our innocence. We gain, but then we borrow more, become dependent on the law. Like lilies clothed, like pigeons fed, we woo and by installments wed. In penny arcades, bowling, beer, and dancing we shall pass the year. Then, nymph with inky fingertips, type me 6 copies of your lips. Some day we'll poster in a plane to the Bahamas or to Maine, and pat the minutes with our hands into castles on the sands, watching white argosies of gulls, and the long shark haunt the hulls, and split with springing steel a log to the approval of the dog, grow ever greener in the Greek religion of a good physique. It seems the gentle and the human become an office man or woman, and hundreds at the Hudson stand who've lost hereditary land, not by a Mississippi flood, but in a slower sea of mud. Youth fades, the hockey hero's laugh is fixed as in a photograph, forgotten what enormous rage bore us like soldiers to the stage. Since, Amaryllis, you and I adore an advertising sky, and find it happiness to stare at the enchantments of thin air, let us go in and not regret the endings that we never met, but in security applaud the ecstasies we can't afford. So shall we manage till the day death takes the furniture away. Landscape from a train. Unhappy though in heaven, he obeyed, he murmured not, he was silent. Blake Milton. When Bartleby was just a child, he'd shake his crib and greet the day with loud carouse. But now the serviceable angels take the stars away too soon and bring his shoes. He tumbles from his mattress half awake, and hastens from the comfort he pursues. His train profiles the river, stock-still gulls line the old Pullmans, waters slow as stone. October's violet each day now dulls, until one final wave will freeze alone and pile up yellowing. As canvassed hulls tighten and warp, his thoughts shrink to the bone. When Bartleby was just a smiling boy, and trees would speckle gray the first of spring, angels they were, to bless or to destroy, not birds, in branches that were lightning. But now he's learned, and thereby lost much joy, he's not responsible for everything. To military manhood next had come the bayonet and the brave point of fire. These were the Roman days, the roads of Rome. And women also knew his young desire, how often in broad daylight hiccuped home. these services no longer they require. The girls are singing in the factory, and Deborah waves from a window-sill at the tall engineer. But Bartleby sits at his tribune, pulseless, pale, and still, like starlight saints who wither in a tree, and every turning leaf absents the will. Tonight he will be seen at a hotel in Albany. Among the smoke and fizz he holds a full house, and the pot goes well. Later, puts on a purple gown and fez. Mark Antony looked so before he fell. The company pays for these luxuries. His love is money, and this pure ambition keeps him more chaste than monastery snows. What else could Horace Bartleby have done in the dull landscape of an age of prose? Only at last, when the strict sparkle's gone, he'll come to life. There's nothing more to lose. Then like a child he'll wake and shout and shake his chair, till nurse will comb the mutterings out of his beard. By twilight, at the lake he'll watch the swallows in their patternings, and last, in the long moonlight lie awake, who said when he was young, I'll do such things.